Let's talk about Brian. Like most of us, he's got lots to do. He used to write everything down, but finding where he wrote it was always a challenge. Post-it notes, papers, work docs, emails, not to mention organizing those notes by date, category, subject, priority. You get the picture. As his workday progresses, he's working on some task, gets a call, and switches to another task. Later, an alarm goes off, and again, he switches tasks. Eventually, he drifts into wasting time online. You know the sites. Distraction after distraction, and he can't seem to stay focused. Before long, the workday is nearly over, and he's hardly finished any of his tasks. Soon, his friend Jason sticks his head in the office and asks if he's ready for basketball. Brian confesses that he wrote it down but completely forgot about their appointment. He says he can't go for basketball until he can get organized. He's been at the office all day, but has hardly finished anything. Jason smiles and says, "Don't worry, I used to have the same problem, until I found Visi Planner." Is that some program, Brian asks? I've tried so many of those. He says that they're way too complicated, and he has enough to worry about already without having to maintain a handful of separate complicated apps. One app to rule them all. Jason explains that Visi Planner has all their functionality in an integrated, easy-to-use application. You start with 3 areas: calendar, your to-do list, and notes. Brian is happy to have a single system to organize all his activities, and now, with a bird's-eye perspective, he can focus on the big picture, one task at a time. "That's great," says Brian, who high-fives his buddy. Brian is relieved to no longer need to keep all his activities in his head, but know that they are safely organized in Visi Planner, accessible wherever and whenever he wants.